G'day guys, Seeney here and welcome to another episode on the Australian Wealth channel. And today we're going to talk about how I actually made over $500,000 this year. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. And because you've liked and you've subscribed, I'm going to put up a cute photo of a cat. Here's your cat, thank you so much. Now let's get on with it. So I'm gonna be talking about how I made over $500,000 this year. Now I'm making this video because I think it's really important to highlight how important it is to take certain strategies when you are trying to build wealth, because there's certainly an easy way and there's certainly a hard way. And I'm currently doing both of these. And I think they benefit each other really well. So I just wanted to delve into that a little bit more and show exactly what the power of compounding does and the power of working hard. So we're gonna break down how I made more than $500,000 this year. So of course, the first and most obvious one that we're gonna talk about is income. Now, my income this year comes from my production business. Anyone that knows a little bit about me knows that I run a video production company called Blacklist Productions. And this year, the business earned over $270,000, which was a really great year. We worked incredibly hard to get this income. You know, we travel all across the country through all of the different states, New South Wales, Queensland, Victoria, in particular this last financial year. So whilst this is quite a fair chunk of money by anyone's standards, this is income that I'm working incredibly hard for. But of course, this is only half of the equation. Now, not only is the business earning income, but I also hold assets. Now, an asset is defined as something that basically appreciates in value and makes you money, something you hold on, which is putting more money into your pocket. So the first one that I wanted to talk about is our primary place of residence. Now, some people argue that this is an asset. Some people argue that this is a liability, depending on the different terms that you use. Of course, there is a mortgage against this property, so we are paying this mortgage and we are paying interest on this mortgage. However, the important thing to remember is that the capital growth of this particular property has vastly outweighed the amount of interest that we're paying. So whilst we are paying to own it, we're actually getting more money in the long run due to capital growth. So over the last 12 months, anyone that's been following the Australian housing market has known that it's just gone absolutely bonkers. You know, we've seen absolutely massive returns. Like I think we're approaching 20% in the last 12 months, which is nuts. So we've actually seen a $240,000 gain on our primary place of residence in the last 12 months, which has helped to increase the amount that we've actually earned this year. And on top of that, we also have our investment property in Queensland, and that one being a little bit of a newer property that we've been building. We've seen an equity uplift of around $30,000 this year, which has also helped to contribute to how much money we've made this year. On top of that, we have my stock market portfolio returns. Also an absolutely crazy year. We've had a 27.5% return. So that is a $29,000 gain, which is great. Very happy with the returns there. It's been a very unusual year. So I wouldn't be expecting returns like this all the time, but in the last 12 months, we've seen some incredible appreciation. So why am I telling you all of this? I think the thing that's really important to note here is that half of my earning power has come from holding assets. These are things that I've just held. I haven't had to do anything with them. Absolutely nothing. And they have increased in value over time and they've put money into our pockets. So there's two ways to build wealth. You can either work incredibly hard or you can use the money that you make in your job to go and buy assets, which will then over time appreciate in value. I think this is something that everyone should be striving for, so that once you get to an age where you're a little bit older and you don't want to have to continue to work, you have the ability to just relax and you have money still coming through the door in the form of capital gain and also through whether that be rental income or dividend payments, things like that. So in the last 12 months, between my earned income and also through our asset appreciation, we've seen a growth of $569,000, which is just a crazy figure. But you see, half of that was from doing absolutely nothing except holding assets. So this is something that people really should strive for. And of course, holding assets is not taxed anywhere near the same as what income is. So the best part is that $300,000 of this earned money is completely tax-free. Especially in the case of stocks, unless you sell them, you're not paying any capital gains tax. Unless you're selling a rental property, then you are not paying any capital gains tax. Obviously, you're paying tax on the income that you receive from the rental, but holding the asset and allowing that to appreciate in value over the time it's so powerful. So I've made this video basically to show the importance of what it means to actually purchase assets and how powerful that can be. You know, for the last year, I've worked incredibly hard with the business and we've seen some fantastic returns. But of course, we've also seen comparable growth within our investment portfolio. And the beauty of that is that we haven't really had to work for that at all. It's just something that has appreciated in value over time. Now, of course, I have to admit it's been an incredible year in terms of investment returns for property and also stocks. This is not a year that you would expect every single year. Some year assets will probably have negative growth. When there's good, there's also bad. But over time, you're going to see growth in a portfolio, provided that you are investing in the right things. So if there's one takeaway to take away from this video, it's to purchase assets, things that are going to be paying you, things that are going to grow in value over time. All of these things are incredibly important. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Purchase assets, very important. So please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps to get these videos out to more people. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you later. We'll be right back.